Hi, I've just had one of the photos developed of the recent videos, this one, I quite like it. I want to change it a bit. I'm going to do a similar, but I want one side to be, well, this would be our major, with the trees on the top, but the other side I want to show a building. That can be across there, and then we would have that there. Got a pleasing shape there. When I use these things, I use the shoulder rather than the point. They said that's why I'm doing some calligraphy. So on here, I just want to put a building. Simple building, just with a gable. Be careful where you put your doors on these things, because you've got a chimney stack coming up here, so you want the door a bit there, away from. And then we can put some trees at the back of that. Just have. Just a bit of shrubbery there, some. Just rocks and bits and pieces. Okay, there we have a basic drawing. It means more to me than it will to you. So, usual palette, I've just given it a bit of a clean, sort of clean. Lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber and burnt sienna. I've got Payne's grounded, but I'm staying away from that for the moment. I'll try to brighten up my palette. I've got my cup of tea and my 2-inch hake, so we'll wet the paper all over, wet it wet. It's a much nicer day today. I've had a few little showers, but it's nice, warm, sunny-ish. I'm starting to use the other side of some of my demos. They're not all good. Well, they're okay as demos. What I'll do, I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to just pull my curtain. Hold on, my shutter. That's better. It's just shining. Sun's getting lower in the sky now. Right, so I want a nice steady light. So a bit of burnt raw sienna. Got something embedded in that. Yuck. So we'll just put a bit of a warm on the whole thing. And a bit of blue in the sky, I think, which would be a bit truer to the day. But not too much. And a little bit of cloud, a bit of light red, a bit of that. We can just put a bit of cloud coming over that. Right, I'll reclip the paper as it expands. Try and keep it as flat as possible. Right, so I've got a little cottage here, just perched on this bottom of a mountain going up. Some deciduous trees, tall. I can't remember the type of trees they are. I can't remember the name. I'm not very botanical. I'll just dry it up a little bit. Okay, just a little bit, just so that I can get the distant mountains in. So I'll put the blue one in. Now a bit darker than that. And we'll go, cover that pencil. Right, now we'll go a bit warmer, add a bit of red to the mix. For this one here. I will just bring that down here. So we just change the sun on there. Right, okay. I'll just dry that off, the edge off there. Right, I'm going to put in the left hand side, the right hand side, various greens, just blues, yellows, reds. I'll just quickly get it in, all nice and warm. And we'll put in some warmer colours. As we come down to the foreground, a bit darker. Right, get some more greens in there. Right, while that's soaking in, I'll just get the darks in for the rocks low down. Get the card and just show some rocks. Don't have to go overboard with this, but very hard not to, of course. But But it's a very, very good way of doing rocks. You can dry brush over them afterwards just to get some of those dark shadows and create the three planes. Just some outcrops there. Okay, well that'll do for the minute. Let's just get some rocks in the water there. Quick swig of tea. I've got a lot of dark to put over here, but I'll just put in some of this now. Now we'll assume there's a bit of shadow on there, so and then we'll go in with warmer. Add some greens. Right, I'm not really paying too much attention to the drawing, but I just want to get some advance in here with some dark rocks. They're warm. Right, I'll card. Just start to etch out some of this. Okay, that'll do. That's the rocks. Now I'll just reclip the paper and I'll go back and do these trees on the right and a bit of texture, and we'll go on to the left when that's dry. Swig of tea. You need a lump of rag. I've got an old towel cut up in about 4 or 5 pieces. The trouble with the paint on it and constant water, they get a bit hard. I might be cheeky enough to ask my wife to stick them in the washing machine. So we'll put in a bit of shadow under these trees here. Okay, let's get in some nice greens there now. Now we're going some nice darks, dark greens. Just mixing blue, red and yellow. That's as dark as you need to go, or I need to go really. And while that's all wet, so this is just a shadow in the foliage. Now it's a real rich dark green now. You can also add a bit of burnt umber to the mix. I'm going to etch out on this. I don't like this brush, I'm afraid. It's when it's damp, it tends to separate. I know we can bring it together by dipping it in the water, but it's really getting just the right amount of water in it. Just a bit of texture to add some grasses to this. Just a bit of grass up here. You could do that with washes, but I quite like the texture. It's just the way I do it. Now, the house here, I'll put that in first. I want to just go with a bit of ochre. Raw sienna, perhaps a bit of alizarin, just a warm light colour, and I will some nice dark blue roofs. Whoops. A roof here. Right, okay. Didn't make such a good job of that. Well, I'll dry that off. Hold on, hold your ears. Right, I'm going to put in a bit of green behind the house. we'll put in. Let's just go a bit around the negative shape there. Oh, just a little bit of okay. Oh, it doesn't really show, does it? I've made a very good job of that. Right, we'll put in the these. Right, let that dry off. I'll just put in some detail over these rocks here with the hake, some dark ones. So a bit of burnt umber, a bit of ultra. Just a little bit of showing these strata here. Okay, so we've got some shape on those rocks now. Right, I'll give that I'll give it a hake. I'll just dry that, headphones off. I tell you what, I'm not really happy with that house. I'm going to block the white wall out at the front. It's not quite gone according to plan there, so let's just. Okay. So, well, I'll let that dry off. I'm going to just detail some harder stuff in there when that's dry. So I went in with the mountains, the green, right, bit of detail now on these rocks on the left on the grass. And a bit of red. Just to warm up. Then right, okay, I've nearly finished. Let's find a rigger. Now, a good dark is burnt umber and Ultra. The palette's getting a bit messy now. Well, that's a good dark. So we can just do this. Alright, I'll just come up there with that roof line. Okay, that'll do. Let's put in some grasses, green, blue and red. Okay, I'll give that a signature. Right, now these trees. Oh, it's a bit strong. Oh, it's raining again. Yeah, let's get these up here, these trees. Right, so there's a bit of detail up there on the right. Not a lot here, just. Okay, I just wonder if I could just lift out some of that. It's a bit solid, isn't it? Well, let's just. Right, okay, we'll put that in a mount and see what we've done. If there's no relation to that, this one's probably better. Put that there. But until you put it in a mount, a mount or a frame really adds 50% to the looks of a picture. So there we are. So another rocky scene. I don't want to put a figure in. I've got the house there balancing this over here. So there we are. Let's come into it. Yeah, you've got some nice pinky warm from the reddy blue mix. That's interesting. We've got company now, so we go entertaining. Our life's one long entertainment, isn't it? Right, let's go round the painting. I didn't over elaborate up there. With rocks, I've done some work on the rocks. I don't normally do is put some straight lines on them to make it look as if they're stratified. I'll sort of go a bit fast, like that. They're layered like slate. And the Welsh mountains, I suppose there's a lot of slate up there. Right, let's come out and I'll just move the camera around a bit, sort of a square on. Alright, there we are. So another mountain stream, Welsh mountains with that added. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.